So motherfuckers, today I'm going to show us more or less fast how to outplay so easy the double fianchetto variation. So let's see the game. Black only won this game in only 17 moves against a 26-41 who is round axa one with a great grandmaster. And Robert just won in 17 moves with the black pieces. So this idea against double fianchetto is so powerful. Okay, round axe start with knight f3. Now d5 by Robert taking the control of the center. b3, knight f6, bishop b2, and here I'm going to recommend as the move bishop f5. The idea is going to be play queen d7 and play bishop a3 because if white plays d3 bishop d4 of course because um, now after bishop d3 white wants to play the double fianchetto and now knight c6 first, bishop d2, and now Robert's idea was queen d7. Why? Because white is going to castle short. So what we are going to do? Play his latest square bishop, who is a great defender of the white king. That's the simple idea. And I mean, yes, the g2 bishop is a great defender of the white king in the sunset, of course. Everybody knows it. So we are going to just trade the bishop. That's the idea of how as initial. Just bishop e3. That's so simple. I'm going to show us again knight f3, d5, b3. Yes, we develop the bishop to f5. Of course, here white can play maybe with the, I don't know, if with d3. I have no idea, but the principal idea here for white was just d3. That's the principal idea of white in this position. For example, e3 could, yes, e3, d3 could be another option. For example, d3 followed by 92. White could make that third, but d3 is, yes, is the typical idea in this position. Develop the bishop to g2, so 96, first develop the knight, bishop here, and queen d7. For castle and bishop h3, trading this bishop. And here, white should react with c4. That's why white should react. d4 and b4, trying to attack this knight to take down b4. h5, black still with his attack in the king side. Yes, black idea is going to be attack the king side. b5, knight a5, attacking the pawn, queen a4, d6, defending the knight. And okay, we are going to give the d4 pawn, but to still attacking h4. Very interesting line. That's I'm putting the best move for white to show us how to play against the best white best moves. So h4, very interesting, and bishop takes. We're still taking material, doesn't care the piece, so he should recapture here. And now we take, and he takes. And okay, we have a pawn up, but the white king is so weak. Thanks to that, we trade the light square bishop. So I really like this idea of knight c6, queen d7, and bishop h3. Because if c4 doesn't work, because okay, c4 was the best move, but after in this position, I really like the black position. So, but apart of this, here Raunak made a huge mistake, who is take on h3. The problem of take on h3 is okay, we are trading the light square bishop at the same way, but the huge problem is that now the queen can land on h3. If you keep your bishop on g2, for example, I'm going to put that move like this. So here, at least the king is defending the h3 square. So in general, if your opponents play bishop h3 and you look like he's coming with a strong attack, you should trade on h3 or on h6. You shouldn't take, sorry. You only should take if you look like your opponent is not going to attack you there, and you think that the queen could be misplaced here, and he can prefer the queen into the center. But if you look like your opponent can attack your king, you never can trade on h3. Just keep the tension. So takes here. For example, if knight here, just queen f5, c4. And now comes the first inaccuracy the only inaccuracy of Robert. Here he played d4, advancing the pawn, who looks so natural, but long castle was stronger. For example, if knight d5, just we can return with the queen. If bishop takes, he takes, and I really like the black position. So long castle was stronger, but the principal idea is that if white can take with the pawn, now rook d5 and rook h5 is coming so interesting. That idea of pass the rook in the fourth rank, sorry. So instead of that, he played d4, okay, looks natural. The problem is that here white have this idea of e3, breaking the center, e5, it takes. Of course, it takes is not logical because rook e1, so annoying. So knight d4, d5, long castle, All the time we saw sacrifice. Sacrifice is if white takes here, I think that here white have the idea of rook d3 to take the knight and give checkmate. And okay, e4 looks fine too, but I prefer rook d3 looks more aggressive. So here queen d2 was the best, and okay, the position is so complicated, of course. But it's clear that black have the initiative. But instead of break the center so fast, Raunak is still playing like he have all the time of the world. He having all the time of the world. Black is coming to checkmate him so early. So 94, still with the attack. Queen a4, black is still white is still playing so slow. H5, white take a pawn. Okay, I don't know why you want a pawn. I want to give you checkmate. So let's see the difference there. I made another video showing the difference between material and position, but this is more or less clear that uh, white is checkmating the white king, and white just take a packing pawn in the center, no, who doesn't matter. So black attack is impressive. 93, round cancel, so he puts his king safe, and now the d4 bishop is under attack, bishop b3, and now comes, no, sorry, another piece to the attack, knight, um, knight e5. It's so typical when this knight is defending knight 2 to attack the knight with another piece. That's so typical. Now let's see that black is, yes, checkmate is coming. So rook fc1, pawn g3, fg3, and finally take on f3. He takes queen a2, king f1, knight here, and here white resign because just queen here and rook a2 is checkmate. So that's a very typical plan to attack the white fianchetto. So first, trade the lightest square bishop, trade the g2 bishop, later attack a2 with the knight, and later we are okay. First we trade we trade the bishop. Now we are attacking the a2 pawn with the queen and with the knight. And now the only thing that we should do is trade the f3 knight. So okay, first he developed the no. First he opened the h file to the rook, and later he just trade the only white defender. And now there are three pieces attacking the white king. And now we are going to trade the only defender. So takes, and now a very easy victory. This can look like it's a beginner's game, but no, it's a game between two players of 26 rating, two players of the uh, top 100 of the world. So very good game of Robert, and I hope that you can employ this idea in your own games. See you, motherfuckers.